Professor Weasley asked me to, get something from that book. May I have it?
Did she now? I'll give you this book if you humour me by answering a few questions from my quiz.
Quiz?
Some people call bits of knowledge trivia. I would argue that no knowledge is trivial. Hence, I have created a small quiz, just for fun, focusing mainly on the lore of the wizarding world. None of the other students will try it, no matter how many times I ask. They all say they have enough with schoolwork. Ugh, they don't value knowledge the way I do. Surely you're interested. I'll even start you off with a few of my easiest questions.
That might be fun.
A quiz sounds like fun.
Splendid! Just a few questions and then I'll hand over this book. Let us begin.
All right.
Before the invention of the golden snitch, which magical creature was used in a game of Quidditch?
A snidget.
The golden snidget.
Correct! The snidget was first introduced to Quidditch in 1269 by a wizard named Barbarous Bragg.
Yeah, they
Sadly,
killed it
they're
after
thought
catching
to
it,
be extinct.
unfortunately.
Next question. Which potion is commonly referred to as liquid luck?
Felix Felicis.
Felix Felicis.
Well done! Since it makes the drinker temporarily lucky, Felix Felicis is a banned substance in all organised competitions. The
Brilliant.
tale of the three brothers involves which magical artifacts?
Deathly Hallows.
The Deathly Hallows.
Correct! According to Beedle the Bard, the Deathly Hallows consists of the Elder Wand, the Resurrection Stone, and the Cloak of Invisibility. Which ball in Quidditch is the largest?
The Quaffle.
The Quaffle.
That's right! When a chaser throws the quaffle through one of 3 hoops in a Quidditch match, their team is awarded 10 points.
Right.
True or false? Polyjuice Potion allows the drinker to change species.
False. You can only change into the same species as someone else. Oh. Wait a minute. Wait a minute, because Hermione turned into a cat, sort of. But it's not a full cat. It's false.
False.
Correct.
Yes.
While Polyjuice Potion can be used to change things such as age or race, it cannot be used to change species. Well, I suppose this has gone on long enough. I'll put the book back on the pedestal now. If you're inclined to test your knowledge again, I have plenty more questions I could ask you. And I won't be giving you any more easy questions either. The next ones will be more difficult.
Oh, go on. Let's hear some more questions.
I'd like to answer more questions.
What governmental body directly preceded the Ministry of Magic?
Was it the Wizards' Council?
The Wizards' Council.
That's correct.
Yeah,
The
that's
Wizards'
right.
Council disbanded in 1707 after the creation of the International Statute of Wizarding Secrecy, which required a more structured government to support its enforcement. Which dragon breed is the smallest?
The Iron Belly's definitely the largest. So it's either the Peruvian Viper Tooth or the Antipodian Opali. Something's telling me it's the Viper Tooth for some reason.
The Peruvian Viper Tooth.
Brilliant! Though
Yeah.
the Viper Tooth is the smallest breed, averaging at around 15 feet in length, it is also the fastest breed and feared for its venomous fangs. Who
Really?
founded the village of Hogsmeade?
Quincy Hog?
Quincy Hog.
No, the
Oh.
answer was Hengist of Woodcroft. It is believed that Hengist used the 3 Broomsticks Inn as his home.
Oh.
The Hide Behind was accidentally created by crossbreeding a ghoul with what other magical creature?
The Hide Behind. A demiguise.
A demiguise.
Yes! While the Hide Behind has the power of invisibility, those who have seen it have described it as a tall, thin monkey with silver hair.
That's
What
right.
is the only spell known to repel a Lethifold?
A knockback jinx.
The Knockback Jinx.
Actually, the answer was the Patronus Charm.
Really?
The only known survivor of a Lethifold attack was a wizard named Flavius Belby, who was on holiday in Papua New Guinea at the time. Who published the law of elemental transfiguration?
I always thought the Patronus was only meant for Dementors. That's surprising. Who published the Law of Elemental Transfiguration? That's either Montmorency or Evangeline Orpington? Evangeline.
Evangeline Orpington.
That's incorrect.
Ah.
The answer I was looking for was Gamp.
It was Gamp?
One of the
Oh, okay.
principal exceptions to Gamp's law is that food cannot be conjured, though it can be summoned.
I
What
see.
does the Hogwarts motto translate to?
Never tickle a sleeping dragon.
Never tickle a sleeping dragon.
Correct. In Latin, the Hogwarts motto is Draco Dormiens
Draco Dormis
Namquam
Namquam Titilandus.
Which
That's
magical
right.
creature is the only one known to produce eggs through its mouth?
Basilisk, I believe? No, that's not right. Is that right? Because you have to put like a chicken on top of it, or a frog or a toad on top of the egg to make it hatch. It's got to be a basilisk, like, to be able to, like, do that for its mouth. But then it's a snake, no? But in the real world, a basilisk is actually a type of lizard. I'm gonna go basilisk.
The basilisk.
That's incorrect.
Ah,
The correct
it was a rune
answer
spore.
was the rune's paw.
Yeah.
According to Parselmouths, each of the rune's paw's 3 heads serves a different function. The left head is the planner, the middle is the dreamer, and the right is the critic.
Wow.
Where is Ilvermorny School of Witchcraft and Wizardry located?
USA. Oh, fuck. You have to be so specific. Okay, it's not South American, so you can scratch the Amazon rainforest. It's not the Pyrenees. It's got to be Mount Greylock.
Mount Greylock.
Well done!
Yeah.
The American school was founded in the 17th century by Iseult Sayre and James Stewart. What is the most powerful love potion known to wizard kind?
The elixir to induce euphoria. The Veritaserum. I feel like it's Veritaserum.
Verocitiserum.
Veritaserum is the truth potion used in Goblet of Fire. That's completely wrong.
Incorrect.
Ah.
The answer was Amortentia.
Amortentia.
Amortentia
Yeah.
smells differently to every person,
That's the
according
one
to what
used.
they find attractive,
Yeah.
such as dusty book covers or... Are you interested in continuing on to the
Bless
next
your heart.
round? They're my most difficult questions.
Hell yeah. I'm definitely ready.
Give
I
me
like
your
this. I love a good quiz.
Wonderful. I do admire your thirst for knowledge.
I am a Ravenclaw
Emmerich
after
the
all.
Evil was killed in a duel against whom?
Emmerich the Evil. It was either Sir Agravain or Egbert the Egregious. I've heard that name somewhere.
Egbert the Egregious.
That's right.
Yeah, I
Emmerich
thought that
gained
was him.
notoriety for terrorizing villages in the south of England during the Middle Ages, when he was the master of the Elder
That's
Wand.
right, I heard he
If
was the
a
master of the
chaser
Elder
keeps their
Wand.
hand on the quaffle as it goes through the goal, what foul are they committing?
It's either haversacking or stooging. Or wasn't stooging the one where someone else grabbed the snitch apart from the chaser? Haversacking.
Haversacking.
That's right.
Yeah.
Blatching is
that's
flying
right.
to intentionally collide with a player.
Ah,
Stooging is when
okay.
2 chasers knock the other team's keeper away from the goals so that a third chaser can score.
I see.
A bite
Okay.
from a mackled malaclaw has the unusual side effect of causing what?
Here he is. Bad luck. Webbed feet?
Webbed feet.
No,
No.
the answer was bad luck. Native to the European coastline, the effects of a malaclaw's bite can last up to a week.
Wow.
What plant excretes stink sap?
Stink sap. That sounds like something Sepphoris Bean would do. But I feel like fluxweed... Fluxweed is more of a type of weed, so I can't see it actually excreting anything because it's not a live plant. Sepphoris Bean.
Sopophorus bean.
I'm afraid the correct answer was Mimbulus
The Mimbulus.
Mimbultonia.
Okay.
The
Yeah, I knew it wasn't the middle one.
Mimbultonia plant secretes stink sap as a defensive mechanism when touched. The Pepper Up potion evolved from a remedy created by which 12th century wizard?
Basil Flack.
Basil Flack.
That's incorrect.
Ah.
The answer was Limfrid of Stinchcombe.
Damn.
Centuries later, Glover Hipworth would expand on Limfrid's previous work to create the Pepper Up potion we know today. In The Wizard and the Hopping Pot, what does the elder wizard leave for his son in the hopping pot?
Why would a single slipper be there?
A single slipper.
That's correct.
Yeah,
The
why would
story
it be
was
there?
created by Beedle the Bard, but there are a
That's
few
right, it's
versions.
Beedle the Bard.
I won't spoil what the slipper was
I haven't
for,
read Beedle the
if you
Bard, I
haven't
really
read it
want to
recently.
though.
The Snallygaster is native to which region of the world?
The Snallygaster. I believe it's the Amazon rainforest.
The Amazon rainforest.
No, the answer was North America.
North America.
The part bird, part reptile is a distant relative of the Okami and has serrated fangs and a bulletproof hide.
That's
Who
right.
is the Muggle Knight featured in the Fountain of Fair Fortune?
The Muggle Knight. Oh, if he's a Muggle, then it's Sir Lancelot.
Sir Lancelot.
No, the answer was Sir Luckless.
Oh, come on!
The 3 witches in the story are named Asha, Altheda, and Amata. Oh, I adore a story that ends with a twist. The world's largest kelpie is also known by what other name?
I heard about this. What the hell was that thing's name? The Loch Ness Monster?
The Loch Ness Monster.
Correct.
Yeah.
The Office of Misinformation has worked diligently to discredit any Muggle evidence of the kelpie's existence. Who
Yeah.
was the first Minister for Magic?
Oh, I remember this. Oh. It can't be Gamp. That was somebody else. It's either Cadmus Peveril or Ephrael the Ever-Ready. Peveril.
Cadmus Peveril.
No, the first minister was
Gamp.
Gamp.
Fuck.
Gamp's greatest legacy was the founding of the Department of Magical Law Enforcement. It outlawed the unforgivable curses.
I see.
You've answered all of my questions. Ah, it's nice to know there's another student who appreciates the value of knowledge.
Of
You might not
course.
have got very many right, but I'm sure you learned something regardless. Thank you for humouring me by participating. I had a splendid time.
Me too.
I
Thank
put
you.
the book back on the pedestal for you.
Revelio ought to make quick work of this.
There we go. Well, thank you, dear, for that very, very fun little quiz. I actually enjoyed that. I honestly love a quiz. Like, whenever I'm on, like, my bed or, like, sitting down, I always like to watch The Chase, you know, Tipping Point, stuff like that, you know, quizzes, keep my mind active, really. I know my Hogwarts, what the fuck? I know my Hogwarts, like, stuff, left, right and centre, but, yeah, I'm not too up to date on the more obscure stuff, you know, like, Beedle and the Bard and all that. I haven't read that yet. I want to, but I just haven't had the time to, like, sit down and really digest it well, really. But yeah, that's brilliant. That was so nice to just get a random quiz from this random Ravenclaw out of nowhere. Oh, our last class of the semester.
Settle down, settle down. Transfiguration, as you may be weary of hearing me say, is an exact science that can take a lifetime to master.
We finally get to learn from Miss
We
Weasley.
needn't be daunted. Almost anything can be transformed if you can just perceive the potential within it. As I see in all of you, tremendous witches and wizards, every one of you. Or it could just be my eyesight. Now,
Gorgeous.
you all know what to do.
There we go. The transfiguration spell.
It beautifully done.
Brilliant.
Hello, Adelaide. How are you and your uncle doing?
Very well, thanks to you. The more I learn about Ranrock's foul lot, the more astounded I am that my uncle survived. I looked back over his old owls and noticed that they included pertinent details about his rare metal deposits. I believe that Ranrock's fiends were after those deposits and that they needed my uncle's knowledge. He was willingly going to rot away in that cell to keep me safe.
Anything else about the owls?
Any other pertinent details about those owls?
Plenty. Uncle Roland couldn't be certain, but he thought he overheard goblins talking about infusing something into goblin silver. He wasn't
Dark
sure what they
magic.
meant, but something about the way they spoke of it made his skin crawl. It's clear you saved my uncle from a very bad lot.
I'm just glad that you're not on your own after all this time.
It was nothing at all, Adelaide. I'm just glad your uncle's safe.
So am I. Seeing him again was such a relief. I told him that he must remain vigilant from now on. I, for one, can't help but look over my shoulder now whenever I leave the castle grounds.
If you ever find yourself in need, always know that I'm here to help, just in case. Excuse me, Miss
Hello,
Weasley.
Hamora.
I'm just gonna break into your thing. There we go. Sorry, Miss Weasley, I must check what's in here. Just some galleons. And a note. Ministry of Magic.
Revelio.
Interesting. It's just a Wigan Wild potion. Aha. Come here, you. Come here. The partial transfiguration. That's a nice little subtle nod to Ron when he turns Scabbers into a cub with a tail. That's funny.
You wanted to discuss my progress so far this term, Professor.
I did. You seem to have had no trouble in getting up to speed. And frankly, excelling in your schoolwork this year.
Thank you, Professor.
Thank you, Professor. The extra assignments have been helpful.
As I suspected they would be. Now, it seems you've been making excellent use of the opportunities presented by your field guide. Of course, the guide isn't the only measure of success. I've heard that you were able to grow a venomous tentacula. Growing such
Yes.
a magical plant is an accomplishment of which you can be quite proud.
Thank you, Professor.
I will say I'm especially impressed with all you've accomplished in light of the rumors of your extracurricular activities. Was your extended conversation with Mr. Ollivander after you'd obtained your wand, or subsequent search of the owlery, connected in any way to Professor Fig?
No, Professor. It wasn't.
Not at all. I enjoy talking to Mr. Ollivander. I'm fascinated by wand law, and I'd never visited the owlery. Bit of a mess.
I see. I admire your penchant for learning, but do remember that your classwork and field guide are designed to educate you thoroughly. It'll be the end of the year in no time, and you'll want to be well prepared for your OWLs. I'll provide a final assessment at that time to ensure that you're ready for your exams. Until then, well done. You are dismissed.
Thank you, Professor.
If you wish to practice the spell you just learned, the training dummy is available.
Wonderful.
Revelio.
Got all the spells. Well, apart from Imperio and Vada Kedavra. Can't wait to get those ones. So let's have a look then, shall we?
Accio.
Glad to see you were paying close attention to my...
Something dawned on me about the triptych. Meet me at the Overlook, just north of the Forbidden
Oh,
Forest, and
where'd
I'll
she go?
explain.
Oh, there she is.
My plan with the helmet failed, but I have another idea. I think we may be able to find what we need at a goblin mine south of Hogwarts. Meet me there, and bring someone who speaks gobbledygook.
Gobbledygook. I
remember
know
our
just
mate
the fellow.
mentioning something about gobbledygook.
Exactly. We can get our mate to help us out. Oh, hey,
I
Gareth.
heard Professor Weasley transferred
Hello,
the
Gareth.
book with all her test answers
So, has your
into an
aunt been taking it a bit
owl
easier on you lately?
cheating.
Shut up.
Unfortunately, no.
Shut
In
up.
fact, a few days ago, she gave me a detention.
Talking
I was
over
only
each other.
testing a new recipe in a mostly empty classroom, and the fire was put out quick enough.
You were being ever so creative.
You don't create anything worthwhile without setting a few things on fire.
Agreed. Innovators like us are unappreciated in our time. Can't let the doubters sway me. When they taste my latest brew, they'll forget their criticisms and the fires. It'll be bigger than butterbeer.
I wouldn't
That
go that
gives me
far.
an idea. Better write it down. Best of luck to you.
You too, Gareth. You have a good time. Is Professor Weasley got you on a tight leash? That's why she's got you sitting outside of the Transfiguration class. Poor sod. Well, I hope it all goes well for you, bud. Kitty! Bits, 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 bits. Bits, 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 bits.
This is a change of pace from our last outing.
Don't remind me. The thought of that tent still makes my blood boil. I've been thinking about those poor dragons in the fighting ring. The collars they were wearing, they appeared to be goblin silver. I think a collar is precisely what we found at that poacher camp. I've never known poachers to use anything like that before.
The dragon that attacked my carriage was wearing a collar, and Professor Fig was genuinely baffled by its behavior.
That attack always did strike me as a little strange, seemingly coming out of nowhere. Surely you aren't suggesting that the collars somehow control the poor creatures?
Well, it's
Exactly.
subjugating them in a
Merlin.
sense.
I don't think the dragon we set free was wearing a collar, but we should check. And if we can find her, we can return her egg.
Yeah, we should check on her.
That's a good idea. We need to see this through.
I'll start looking into it right away. There was something else that I wanted to discuss with you. I didn't want to press it before. It seems I may have caused you more trouble with Victor Rookwood. Why is he after you?
It's to do with Ranrock.
Rookwood is working with Ranrock, and Ranrock is after something I found at Gringotts. Fig had a portkey that led us there after the dragon attack. It's a bit of a long story, and Fig had asked that I not speak of it yet.
Goodness. Well, that certainly helps to shed light on what we saw at the tent. Don't worry, I'll guard your secret as if it were my own. I shan't
thank
press
you.
for more details. In fact, I should probably be going. I'd like to track that dragon down as soon as I can. I'll let you know when I have news of her location.
Alright, thanks, Poppy. I guess
I'll
in the
say it
meantime
again.
we can go do
Can't
something
thank you
else.
enough for helping to save the village from those trolls.
No worries. Okay. So let's have a look. Pretty much learnt all the spells. I can do 2 of the main missions. I can go meet Sebastian, or I can go speak with Ahmet to help me out with some gobbledygook since he knows the language fluently. I still need to speak with Sebastian under the Undercroft as well. We'll go see Natty and her mum. I'll talk about what on earth that was all with Highwing most likely.
So frustrating.
Yeah, Peeves is a
You
bit
wanted
frustrating,
to
isn't
speak
he?
with me, Mother?
Hello.
I had hoped to speak with you alone, Natsai.
Your message mentioned your concern about an unusual creature that was spotted in the woods near Hogsmeade.
You talking about
That
me?
could have been anything.
You know what it was, Natsai.
I am allowed to leave the castle. I am always careful, Mother.
Careful. Officer Singer disagrees. She sent me an owl telling me that you have been trying to collect evidence of some kind against dark wizards. She berated me for not keeping a closer eye on you. And she is right. I do not want you visiting Hogsmeade.
Why is the camera
in the
aimed
near
towards her
future.
chest area and not her face?
My little gazelle, you are well intentioned, but you must not meddle in the affairs of dangerous people.
My little Impala.
If someone had meddled in Matabeleland, Father would still be with us.
Oh.
I must get to class. Perhaps your friend can get you to listen to reason.
So frustrating.
I'm sorry, dear.
She never listens to me.
She's
called
just trying to
her
protect
little
you.
Gazelle. Is that a term of endearment where you're from?
It is
Dude.
specific to me.
Specific, come on.
I am the unusual creature in Hogsmeade she mentioned.
I see.
Self-transfiguration is not taught at Hogwarts, so I am gently discouraged from practicing it. However,
You're an
I am an
animagus?
animagus. And it is in my gazelle form that I have been able to wander the Highlands rather freely until now. Much to my mother's chagrin. That is
I
how
wanna
I
see
managed
that.
to spy on Rookwood and Harlow.
Can I please see that? I really love to see that. That's amazing. You know how hard that is to become an animagus? You need to like keep I can't remember what the leaf is, but it has to be like under your tongue for a whole month, and then there's something else to do with it. It's brilliant.
Were you born an animagus, or did
No.
you learn to become one?
Animagi are not born. The process is quite elaborate.
Yeah.
It involves holding a mandrake leaf in one's
Mandrake
mouth for
leaf.
an entire month.
Oh, it's not under
Then
the tongue.
placing the
Okay.
leaf in a crystal phial so that it is imbued with moonlight. Then adding one of your own hairs. And that is just the beginning. Self-transfiguration is common among students at Wagadu. But Professor Weasley considers it much too dangerous to teach at Hogwarts.
I don't know. I feel like if you've got a knack for it, then it's worth learning. That's what the Marauders did. There was Padfoot and Prongs, Mooney and Wormtail, I believe they were called, if you know who they are.
Can you choose what form your animagus will take?
No.
Oh no. A person's animagus form is determined by their personality. My mother
Really?
is convinced that my form is a gazelle because I adapt well to any situation. I
Interesting.
believe it is because I can sense danger and keep my wits about me.
What does it feel like?
How does it feel to transform into an animal?
Well, the first time it can be a bit unnerving. I felt a kind of searing pain and a strong double heartbeat. But it
Wow.
gets easier the more you do it. I no longer feel any pain, and I must say, I find a sense of comfort in the double heartbeat. And I love being able to view the world from a different perspective.
That's brilliant. That's absolutely amazing. That must shit some people up to see a gazelle in the Highlands once or twice. They're like, hang on a minute, where am I? I'm not in Africa, am I? What is this?
Now the nickname makes sense.
Yeah.
What an extraordinary ability to have.
It is. I love transforming, but Mother is less enthusiastic about it. She says that no creature, especially one as rare as a gazelle, should be bounding about where poaching has become so prevalent.
True.
She claims that she has foreseen tragedy befall me in my gazelle form. But she has used her sight to control me too many times. I no longer believe it.
I mean, if her divination is better than Trelawney's, then I would have definitely have pushed the point of her basically saying, like, you know, maybe your mother's right, but to be honest, we haven't had much missions together and that, so I want to be able to go out on more missions with you, because you seem interesting.
We're making good progress. We can't quit now.
I agree. I have never considered quitting, even for a moment. You could have fled the moment you discovered that Rookwood, Harlow, and Ranrock were after you, but you did not. I choose to act as you have. I must deal with Rookwood and Harlow, not hide from them. My mother cannot know where I am all the time. Thank you for being here during that rather awkward conversation.
No worries, Natsai. It's been pleasant speaking with you either way.
Revelio.
Well, let's hope we can have more missions along the way, eh, darling? I want to be able to see your animagus form. There you go, bud.
Thank you.
Another tip for you. Sooner or later you'll have a whole ensemble.
Might be enough.
I just love how he's in his box and it's not even open.
It's not like her to forget.
Hello, Poppy. You okay?
I didn't keep you waiting, did I?
Not at all. I was just at the post office. Gran told me to expect a package, but it looks as if she forgot to send it. She didn't send me an owl this week either. Perhaps she's busy with her research.
I have a bad feeling about this.
What was she sending you?
Only some feed she's been developing. I was going to give it to Professor Howin for the measles.
What if they've gotten a hold of her Gran?
What kind of research is she doing?
It varies from week to week, but it's always to do with creatures. Last week she was studying leg knots in plimpies.
What did you find out about the dragon you were tracking?
I realized that she didn't know the poachers had her egg, so when she left Horntail Hall, she would have headed straight to her nest. I went back to the tent and tracked her flight.
How do you track the flight?
How do you track a dragon long after she's gone?
Tree canopies, burn marks, things like that.
Well damn. Good job, Poppy.
Well done. You certainly know what you're doing.
I can't be certain, but I have an idea of one place she may have been heading. I thought we might go and see it for ourselves.
Of course. Shall we leave now?
If that's all right. I want to see how she's faring if she had a collar on. And she's likely frantic about her egg.
You and Newt Scamander would have gotten on like a house on fire. Oh, did you hear that? That was my foot. That was lovely. It was my hands. It's my other hand. It's my thumb.
I do think this is where we'll find her. The terrain's typical of where the breed
My
would
neck.
nest. I suspect it's how the poachers found her to begin with.
Oh,
They likely
my
camped
elbows.
here and logged her patterns. Perhaps nabbed her first and then her egg. Dragons are hard enough to wrangle, let alone maternal ones.
You got
Indeed.
all of that from simply standing here?
You'd be surprised how easy it is to think like a poacher. Shall we see if she's home? We only need to return her egg.
Only need to return. What do you think is going to happen if she sees us with it?
That sounds straightforward enough.
We should be in and out. Then we can be finished with the poachers once and for all.
I don't suppose you've thought about keeping it, have you?
No, it belongs to her. Keeping it will make me just as bad as the poachers.
If you're right about finding her here, how do we go about returning the egg?
Her nest will likely be in the heart of her den, which she will be keeping guard over. It might also be more charred than anywhere else, I imagine.
Alright, let's go find our dragon then.
Well then, let's find our dragon and return her egg.
Wonderful. If she sees us flying about, she might take it as a sign of aggression or food. We should stay on foot. Oh, and one more thing. Let's not agitate her. Goodness knows she's been through enough already.
She's a Hebridean. She's more than likely going to burn us alive when she sees us. Yes, I wanted to show you guys something actually. This is more simple to how my hair actually looks. I'm surprised I didn't even notice this in creating this character. This is kind of more like my hairstyle, and I think this is probably the closest you'll get him to look like me, really. I actually have like a widow's peak and a king's crown on my hair, although you can't like recreate that, unfortunately. What's the Ploddy's hat look like? Oh, that's brilliant. That's fantastic. It's a little bit much. There. That's pretty good. Nah, I want my flat cap. I want my flat cap. Look like I just got out of the shower. There we go, that's better. Alright. Alright, Poppy, let's get going. I hear it.
There she is, above us. She did make it home safely. Oh, good. It looks as if she wasn't collared like the other dragons.
Which makes me wonder, how are there two Hebrideans in this area? Normally they wouldn't have such a like small territorial radius to share with one another. Unless they're a breeding pair. Oh. Oh good.
One foot in front of the next. The poor thing must be worried sick.
sick wondering what happened to her egg.
Yeah, well, let's just worry about our own skin first, Poppy, eh? Before we even think about returning the egg. Oh my god, look. She must have just made a fresh kill. There are clothes
For what
hanging
it's
up
worth,
here.
she doesn't seem to have spotted us yet.
Let's
Give it a
hope
time.
it stays that way. At least until we've done what we came to do.
Mongrel, 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 give me something, please.
I wonder how many they brought
Coins
to
and
capture.
pelts, pelts and
At
coins.
least 10 usually.
Petrificus totalis.
It's not how rigid they go.
Pity. She must have been starved to pick off a
Oh
grapple.
god.
Or just raring for a fight.
Oh, the poor thing. It's massive. Wow. Poor thing. What's this skull of? Is that of a saber tooth? What the hell? There's saber tooth in the aisles? What the fuck?
Quiet. What was that?
She's a comin'. God, she's majestic.
Well, there's no turning back now.
What are we doing? I can't hear you, she's just fireballing us. And why are you just standing there?
Over here!
Wait here, I'll run ahead.
Whenever you're ready, I'll follow your lead.
I'll draw her attention. Follow when it's safe.
Alright, here we go. Poppy! Come back here. Don't go running off on your own.
Watch out! It's her domain. She'll make sure we know it.
Poppy, move!
Keep at it. We've just got to make it to the nest.
She isn't making it easy.
God, she's huge. Thank God for Swift.
Not a warm welcome.
It's a little too warm, if you ask me.
Haha.
I don't suppose she listened to reason.
I'd normally try, but we're well past that.
What the fuck? She just spawned out of nowhere.
Get to that opening below.
I would if this fucking game wouldn't let me run. Okay, that's bullshit. I healed. The fucking wood stopped me. The wood stopped me. Fucking hell.
If we can get to that, we can get to the nest. She's leaving! Quickly!
Brilliant.
Let's go. Put you here. There we go. Oh god. Oh. Easy girl. Easy girl. No, no. Don't go near it. Poppy, Poppy! Touch it. Don't touch it! Don't touch it. Alright, well. You're welcome. Poof. That was awesome!
That was brilliant.
That was
And
awesome.
How clever. She left us perfectly unharmed.
Creatures are a lot cleverer than most people realize.
That's what Gran always says. The important thing is that we survived it. And we returned her egg. Thank you for doing this with me. Wouldn't blame you one bit if you wanted to head back to the castle and never think about dragons again.
You joking? I'd love to see another one. I'm not ready to leave.
Shall we head back? I'm ready if you are.
I am. After our dragon rescue at Hauntow Hall, I half expect to be ambushed by poachers any time I'm not in the castle.
Understandable. We did sabotage their fighting ring and steal a dragon egg from them.
True. True. So why haven't they come after us? It's not like them to let things lie. Unless...
Unless what?
Unless they haven't let things lie.
You think there's
Oh
another
no,
ring?
I can't believe I didn't see it. We need to leave. I need to send an owl.
Ah, they've gone after your mum, haven't they? Your gram. I did wonder, because she did say, like, you know, she hasn't responded, which means they've probably got her gran, probably keeping her hostage until they can get Poppy and me to them. That's normally what happens. If they can't get you, they'll go after your family. Yeah, it's disturbing. Very disturbing. Thank you, good sir. And I look bloody fantastic. Jean-Claude Van Damme, I'm fine.